Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial on a way of doing video marking on things like posters by using both the screen capture function within PowerPoint as well as the inking function. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so what I've got here is I've opened up just a random PowerPoint file that doesn't contain any particularly sensitive information, and the first thing you're going to do is click on the Insert tab up in the ribbon, go over to Screen Recording and just start recording. And so I've done that ahead of time here because that's what this is all about. From there you then go to Review and click on Start Inking. And so here you've got different colours, different thicknesses, most importantly pen, highlighter and eraser. So what I would do in opening a student submission and doing some marking is start off just straight away going into it. Now it's particularly important to note here that I'm using my work provided Surface Pro tablet with a stylus pen, and so it's far more intuitive for me. I'm going to be drawing on the screen. You can do it with a mouse. You could buy a Wacom digital tablet to plug into your desktop or laptop, whatever works for you, but if you do have a touchscreen device, if you have a tablet of some kind, that can work really well. So I'm going to choose the thin red pen here, and I would simply go into it and say, and obviously this isn't an assessment to mark, but what I do here is take the microbiology module, maybe move that into level 1, and I want to take that off because I'm talking through in real time. Switch back to the pen. These two modules here go well together. I like that you have this pairing between them, but maybe they'd be better down here. Delete that again so that the student is following what I'm going over. I can also highlight a key point in there and maybe say at this point this is where we want to make sure that students are aware of the number of credits they can take. That's quite a key item to have there. You can of course write anything you like, highlight large sections, whatever it might be that you want to do, and you can delete anything that you've put before that you want to do over or don't want them to see. So here I could write very nice and very bad handwriting, and of course this doesn't tell the student very much. It's the audio that's telling them very nice. Very nice, it might be a compliment. It doesn't actually help people that much, and that's where comments in Word often fall down in terms of useful feedback. We may want to clarify that this is going to be an important point for students to realise that this is level 3. This is a particular thing that we want to highlight there, and you can really go around it a lot to make sure that you're emphasising that what you're talking about now is the thing you want them to focus on. And it's tracking all keystrokes and mouse movements and things like that, and that can be quite useful for identifying what it is that you want to do. We also have the lasso function here, and that gives us the ability to change various things about it in any way that we like, and go back to the pens, and then once you're done you stop inking. So you can see from this method that by using functions built into what we have already, it enables you to do audio commentary, to do real-time commentary, and to be able to actually mark up the work that you're doing. And so that way you're able to take the student through what you like, what you don't like, what's a strength or weakness, even suggest improvements. By talking through it, you don't have to write so much. You can just circle things and arrow things as I just showed. And really it combines all the best elements of feedback to make it truly contextual. The point of doing it this way is really to make it more like a conversation with the student that they can make use of, and so that they can learn from, rather than trying to decipher what text comments might be, but also taking a lot of the time out of it, because if you are recording it as you go, it makes it a lot more interactive, it makes it a lot more on the fly, and it makes it more realistic of what someone, particularly in the case of a poster, is going to think when they go up to that poster, because no one really goes up to a poster and takes half an hour to an hour to dissect the thing, to decide whether it works for them, whether it does the job, and whether they have any questions. And it can work for a range of formats as well. Really anything that you put into as a PowerPoint presentation, you can use this functionality. But arguably, you can do it with any documentation. Anything with a markup tool or a digital inking tool, such as in many Microsoft Office products, you can use Panopto as a screen capture function, or do a screen capture from PowerPoint and then open up any other Microsoft Office document an application and do it there. It's really about the screen capture functionality within PowerPoint and then applying it to any other document. So you could do this within a PDF, within a Word document, within an Excel file. It's just a good way of making it accessible to the students, understandable, relatable, and taking a lot of the time pressures out of things. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much.